Hey guys, how's it going? This is the Bald Metal Nerd coming at you with another video, and yes, that time on the clock is correct. It is 11:51 p.m. on Saturday night. And what did I do? As a really cool guy, I cleaned my desk. This video is going to be a basically desk and listening setup tour. Because I don't think this configuration is going to change for quite a while. It's probably going to be some years before anything gets added or taken out. And I spent some hours actually cleaning up. It's not so much, of course, moving stuff around. That's trivial. It's getting everything organized. So, let's rock it to the top here. And we'll go left to right, and we'll just start off with, the components here. Alright, well, actually, we'll start with the top. This, of course, is, what I have to do, the thing that nobody likes to do. That's where my bills and stuff are located, because, gotta love paying the bills. Not really. There are the CDs I've been spinning. I got through about 3 CDs before I finally finished. There's my graphic equalizer that I use with this 5-disc CD changer. I really enjoy having a 5-disc changer. It's pretty much, to me, kind of the perfect number of discs that you can have, because you can play with 5 CDs. You can certainly play music for a long time, but it doesn't hold so many discs, that it becomes unwieldy as to what's in there. So, I guess if you want, I'll read off what model this crap is. This is a Kenwood equalizer. It's a KE-294. This is a JVC XL-FZ258. I know, thrilling, right? So that is... And then over here we got some air fresheners, carpet cleaner, etc. Some Febreze. Now, moving on. Here is my turntable, which of course is the Audio-Technica AT-LP120 USB. Great turntable. I just, recently reviewed it and got it. This is my first turntable. Yeah, it's pretty nice, and I recommend it to vinyl newbies such as myself. Moving on. Here we have the receiver, which of course is the heart of the audio system. It is a Pioneer VSX-521. And it works great for my purposes. There you go. So, obviously, we're going to move down a level now. Here on the top shelf of my desk, I've got a whole bunch of Nintendo DS and 3DS games. Some Icy Hot and stuff, some Nintendo 3DS and a DS. We got a bunch of random nails, fasteners, just hardware, basically. Some dental floss for some reason, don't know why that's there. And some, what the hell is that stuff? That is basically, it helps with chapped hands, because in the winter my hands get nice red and chapped up, so use that to help out in the winter time. Okay, back here, I've got basically in this shelf here, I've got some things related to optical media, like sleeves and liquids to, kind of help and smooth out scratches in optical media. There I've got some microfiber cloths and some lens spray for glass and LCD spray for the LCD screens. And right now I'm just going to show off my triple monitor setup. I've got obviously 3 monitors. They're all 1080p. The ones flanking are 23 inches. The middle one is 28 inches. Obviously I got a Microsoft, I'm sorry, not a Microsoft, a Logitech webcam on there. Record a lot of videos with that, obviously. Back there is basically what I consider kind of important paperwork. It doesn't really have to be accessible, but it's nice to have it on hand as things like warranties, etc. but it's not something that I need to, you know, grab every day. That's kind of why it's shoved back there, because I really don't need to get at it too easily very often. And of course, I had to put this is the newest addition to my collection of audio components, this two dual deck. It's a Sony TC-WR661. Basically, you know, I haven't really had a chance to... I don't have a demagnetizer yet, so before I really give this thing a proper review, I'm going to get a demagnetize it. At least their instructions recommend that. I would be interested to get some feedback on whether demagnetizing a tape deck is really worth it or not. If not, you know, I can obviously just get some rubbing alcohol in there, easily clean the heads and stuff with that, and Q-tips. Anyway, sitting on top of it, we've got, you know, some Star Trek characters here. Obviously, we got Kirk, Spock, McCoy, and Scotty. Gotta love it. And of course, behind him, you got a Transformer with a guitar. Doesn't get better than that. And lovely clock here. There's a mouse I use, mouse pad, external optical drive. This for, you know, opening boxes and stuff. It's a nice knife there. Checkbooks, all that. Here is what I call my random bin of stuff. I've got a whole bunch of, in this, let me stand up here, in this red container thing, whole ton of USB drives. We've got this is the Ride the Lightning promo download code. Maybe I'll do a contest to give this away. I don't know, guys. I haven't really thought of how to do a contest yet. Here, of course, is USB multi-reader. This is kind of like a wallet that holds a whole bunch of very seldom used credit cards, other things. Where it's covered the multi-card reader. Various USB cables like Lightning, micro, and mini USB. And I have this. This is just an awesome analog device. It's an old stopwatch. Oh, it's going. I forgot to... And you operate it. This is the start and stop. Right? And then you reset it by holding that down. Maybe, come on. Reset. There we go. Sometimes you got to press that a couple times and then push this. And there we go. It ticks and everything. Gotta love this analog stuff. Alright, boom, boom. There you go. So, it doesn't require batteries or anything, or winding. Pretty cool. Very cool. I think it was my grandfather's. I'm not sure where I got the damn thing. But it's fun to play with sometimes. Yeah, I know, it's totally a random item to have. So, there's that stuff. And where I keep this, it doesn't sit here on this desk. It actually goes where my PC goes. And I guess I can show that off next. The PC is behind this door. Now, I've got to be careful when I open this door because I have a piece of personal information on the other side of this door, and I sure as hell don't want to show that on YouTube. So, let's open the door here. I know I'm aiming away from the door, right? So anyway, set that there. Oh yeah, I need to clean up that mess of wires, guys. It's really bad. I realize this. It's pretty awful. That's probably my next step. Anyway, this of course is the PC, and that is where I keep my, you know, random awesomeness stuff like the, you know, USB drives and all that. Hooray! So, shut that door again. And the decoration on there, of course, are some of my favorite bands. A lot of those I've had for a really long time, since like I was a teenager, so, you know, some of those are pretty damn old. Scooting over here, this is the keyboard I use. It's just an El Cheapo that came with a Gateway a long time ago, but I'll tell you what, the key travel on it is great. I really like the feel of this keyboard. It's an awesome keyboard. It's a standard wired keyboard. It's got a pretty long cord. Oh, and of course, you know, my mouse is wireless. Works great. It's a Logitech G602 if you're interested. There's my dB meter. Have easy access to that. There's just random stuff that I use. Got some bouncy balls for fun there. There is my collection of pens and pencils that I need to use here. And an awesome way to store it. There, of course, is my Audio Engine D1, which basically runs... I have my CD optical out going into this, and as well as my, of course, there's a USB audio connection coming from the computer into this. And, of course, there are the RCA outs going into the receiver. Now, going down here, this is basically just a cubby hole for various game controllers, some retro and modern ones for emulation in modern games. And it's also where I keep my headphones, my Audio-Technica ATH M50Xs. And in this drawer, nothing personal in here, don't mind showing this one off. We've got basically stuff for when I get a cold or injure myself with the band-aids in there. And you have this stuff around, you know, and of course the random thing I have in there is some tape. I know this is an exciting thing to show. There, of course, is my paper shredder. Ooh, right? We're almost done. And on either side of the desk, I got my speakers, JBL Northridge E90 speakers. And there's my subwoofer. It's a Sony subwoofer. And no, I don't know the model, and I'm not going to move it around to try to figure that out. But check it out. There's some of them awesome new audio cables I got. Nice and thick, huh? Okay. So, oh yeah, I keep batteries on this shelf. This is a whole bunch of basically cat stuff. Now behind this, there are some Nintendo Game Boy and Sega Game Gear games in that thing right there. That it has a bunch of audio cables in it, and that's just some random paper and crap down there. So let me give you guys... Oh yeah, what I keep on top of this other speaker, this is all stuff for my little one. Sight words and some other stuff for crayons, markers. You know, she likes to color in this book, stickers. I know, exciting when you have little kids, right guys? Anyway, let me back up here and give a nice wide angle view of it. That way you guys can really just see what I'm looking at here. We're just going to start from the bottom, slowly work our way up. And that is pretty much it, guys. You know, yeah, it took me... Oh, that CD there. I use this for a drink coaster on the desk if I ever feel like putting a drink there. Although I often don't put a drink. I might just throw this away. It's just an old, you know, motherboard driver disc. If you're curious as to what it was. Since I have, you know, the side table with the drink holders, maybe I don't need it. But anyway, I digress. This is basically my desk setup. I know it's not super clean. You should have seen it before. It looked like trash, basically. I definitely took some time to clean this thing up because I was really tired of the way it looked. And like I said, what took so long cleaning it up was just organizing everything, the whole 9 yards. So anyway, that's pretty much going to wrap this up. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you did, as always, please thumbs up, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Thanks a whole lot for watching. I'll catch you guys next time.